Have you ever been told you're too sensitive, too emotional, too affected by things other people just brush off? What if I told you the problem was never your sensitivity? It was the world misunderstanding your brain. Highly sensitive people aren't weak. They aren't fragile. And they're definitely not overreacting. Psychology shows they simply process life at a deeper level. And that depth is often mistaken for a flaw. By the end of this video, you'll understand why you were misunderstood, and why that sensitivity might actually be your greatest strength. Let's clear something up first. Being highly sensitive does not mean crying all the time, being emotionally unstable, needing constant reassurance. Psychology defines high sensitivity as sensory processing sensitivity. This means your nervous system notices more details, processes emotions more deeply, reacts strongly to subtle changes in tone, mood, energy, and environment. Your brain isn't louder, it's more detailed. Think of it like this. Some people live life in standard definition. Highly sensitive people live in 4K Ultra HD. More clarity, more depth, more information. And that's exactly where the misunderstanding begins. Modern society rewards emotional suppression, speed over depth, loud confidence over quiet awareness. So when a sensitive person feels deeply, pauses to reflect, gets overwhelmed in chaotic environments, they're labeled as dramatic, weak, too much. But psychology says this: sensitivity becomes a disadvantage only in environments that don't respect it. Schools reward memorization, not emotional intelligence. Workplaces reward productivity, not inner awareness. Social culture rewards humor and toughness, not depth. So sensitive people grow up thinking, something is wrong with me, when in reality, they were just built for a world that moves slower and feels deeper. Think back to your childhood. Maybe you felt hurt by words others forgot instantly, noticed tension in a room before anyone spoke, needed alone time to recover from social situations. And people told you, stop overthinking. Don't take it personally. You're too sensitive. Over time, this teaches sensitive people to doubt their own feelings, hide their emotional reactions, apologize for needing space. Psychology calls this self-invalidation. You learn to mistrust your inner signals, even though those signals were actually accurate. That's not weakness. That's conditioning. Here's what rarely gets talked about. Highly sensitive people tend to have high emotional intelligence, strong intuition, deep empathy, creative and philosophical thinking, strong moral awareness. They often sense danger early, understand people without words, feel meaning where others feel boredom. But because these traits are internal, the world doesn't clap for them. So sensitive people grow quietly powerful, often without realizing it. Psychology consistently finds that many artists, healers, deep thinkers, and innovators score high in sensitivity. Their depth isn't accidental. It's evolutionary. Here's the truth most people never hear. Highly sensitive people are misunderstood because they react to layers others don't even see. You feel emotional undercurrents, unspoken tension, meaning beneath words. And when you react to those layers, people think you're imagining things. But you weren't wrong. You were early. Sensitive minds don't respond to what's obvious. They respond to what's subtle. And subtle things shape life more than loud ones. So if you've spent your life feeling different, misunderstood, emotionally out of sync with the world, this is what psychology wants you to know. You weren't broken. You weren't weak. You weren't too much. You were highly aware, in a world that values numbness. And once you stop trying to shrink your sensitivity, you'll realize it was never your burden. It was your edge. If this video felt like it was describing you, comment, I feel deeply below. And if you've ever been told you're too sensitive, share your experience. You'll realize you were never alone.